All right, let's call to order the workshop meeting for November 6th, 2023 at 5 p.m. We'll call roll, please.
Councilmember Stobiak. Councilmember Vimanto. Here. Councilmember Stoyl. Here. Councilmember Nichols. Here. Councilmember Alarconico.
Here. No, I didn't hear anything from the councilwoman, so I'm just assuming she's running late. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, communication from the mayor. Discussion on communication from the public.
Number one is a letter from Mark Cato of 629 Deer Street expressing concern about improper garbage pickup procedures with cat litter.
Any discussion, council? This is receiving file. Okay.
Number two is notice of claim from Barbara Bundy of 36 North Ermine Street for damages allegedly caused by a city tree that fell onto her vehicle and driveway during a windstorm.
Any discussion, council? Okay, hearing none, we will move on to reports of standing committees and boards. We'll come back to the councilwoman when she gets here. Councilman Beaumont? Okay, Councilman Stoy? Good. Councilwoman Nichols?
I'm good for here.
Okay. Let's move on to unfinished business.
No unfinished business.
I don't think so. Pre-filed resolutions.
Number 65, intro number 1 to local law number 1-2023, City of Dunkirk, New York, a local law modifying Article 15 of the Dunkirk City Code entitled Personnel Department.
Any discussion, council?
Not for here. So I'm assuming if this passes, it'll get tabled for a public hearing, is that correct?
Okay, 66.
Number 66, approval of 2018, 19, 20, 21, and 2022 annual action plans amendment for the City of Dunker's Community Development Block Grant Program.
Any discussion, council?
During the meeting, I would like either Evelyn or Vince to explain the reprogramming details, just that part of the resolution, so that the general public knows what we're covering with the CDBG.
All right.
I think you should call it the backup. I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, where's Vince?
Here.
Vince, you can expand on that?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Not now, you can do it in the
Sure.
regular meeting. All right, new business.
We have a walk-on resolution number 66-2023, authorizing budget line modifications for fiscal year 2023.
Any discussion, council? Okay, hearing none. Can I have an adjournment from the workshop? I got a motion by Nichols and a second by Stoy. Call the roll here.
Councilmember Stobiak, Councilmember Vimanto, Councilmember Stoyl, Councilmember Nichols, Councilmember Alarconico.
Aye, we are adjourned.
I was going to say nay.
You want to budget now?
I'll give you the answer in a second.
Here's where that new resolution next year comes in. We go right from this shop to main meeting.
Right to the left.
Okay, we're ready to start. Good to go?
Oh, yeah.
Let's call to order the regular council meeting for November 6, 2023 at 5:30 PM. Clerk, call the roll.
Councilmember Lescoviac,
She's on her way.
Councilmember Bamanto,
Here.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Here.
Councilmember Nichols.
Here.
Councilmember at-large D'Amico.
Here. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Okay, certification of the prior meeting.
This is to certify that an official copy of the minutes of the Common Council meeting of Tuesday, October 17, 2023 was presented to the mayor on Thursday, October 26, 2023. Pursuant to Section 3.03 of the Dunkirk City Charter, all items presented to the mayor are now in full force and effect, in witness whereof I have hereto set my hand and the seal of the city of Dunkirk, New York, the 6th day of November, 2023.
Okay, can I have a motion dispersing with the reading of the minutes and approving them as presented? Got a motion by Nichols. Can I have a second? By Councilman Bamanto.
Councilmember Bamanto.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Councilmember at-large D'Amico.
Aye, carried. First privilege of the floor.
The privilege of the floor shall be extended to any person appearing for themselves, in which case each individual appearing shall be limited to 3 minutes, and to any person representing any group who shall be limited to 5 minutes. When recognized, please state your name and address. The city clerk shall have the duty of maintaining such time limits, and the chair may determine at his discretion whether individuals are speaking for themselves or representing groups. The first privilege of the floor is reserved for members of the public and shall be limited to subject matter relating to local laws, resolution ordinances, and motions appearing on the agenda. The chair shall maintain good order and may require any speaker to cease speaking if remarks are made in bad taste or are slanderous or non-germane. The time limit specified shall be strictly adhered to, except the chair may allow any person to complete a statement or thought started before such time has expired, and a longer time may be allowed by the chair with approval of the majority of the council.
Okay, privilege of the floor is now open. Anyone like to speak on agenda items? Okay, going once, twice, 3 times. First privilege of the floor is now closed. Communication from the mayor.
Well, nothing today, sir.
Thank you. Communication from the public and petitions.
Number 1, letter from Mark Trado of 629 Deer Street expressing concern about improper garbage pickup procedures with cat litter.
Okay, that'll be received and filed. Number 2.
Number 2, notice of claim from Barbara Bundy of 36 North Ermine Street for damages allegedly caused by a city tree that fell onto their vehicle and driveway during a windstorm.
Any discussion, council? Hearing none, can I have a motion to refer to the DPW and legal department?
So moved.
Got a motion by Nichols, seconded by Bamanto.
Councilmember Bamanto.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Councilmember at-large D'Amico.
Aye, carried. That's it. All right, reports of standing committees, boards, and commissions. I'll come back to the councilwoman when she gets here. Councilman Bomano, would you like to start?
Yes, thank you. Randy, I got a couple. What's the update on getting the lights fixed, street lights?
Sure, Councilman. There are about 150 street lights out of 1,500 that are out right now. It's a part that needed to be ordered. It should be in pretty soon, and we have 3 electricians that are ready to put them up as soon as the parts get in. So that should be any day now.
Okay. And when's lead pickup? I'm getting calls already.
We've started already. As the calendar notes, that it's kind of dependent on what the season, what Mother Nature decides to do. Some areas that are in the windy areas have the leaves down. Some that are secluded have about 100% leaves still up. So we're picking up leaves right now, and we'll put an announcement in as to where and when. But the recycling calendar states it pretty well. It says fall leaf collection will be scheduled by developments and seasonal conditions, and will be promptly announced through our local media, things like that. So the conditions are changing rapidly right now, and we will tell you where we're going to be. We ask if you want them picked up quickly to put them in barrels or bags, and we'll go throughout the city and pick those up.
Okay. And one more thing. Did you have a comment on the county fees in relation to the city of Dunkirk?
Oh yeah, during the budget hearing for DPW, we talked about the increase in the tipping fee with the city, and I thank the council and the mayor and others and our legislators for asking for that not to be increased, because especially the part that the sludge hauling from our wastewater treatment plant to the landfill is a hit on our industries.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of food processing industries, dog food processing industries. They contribute a lot to that sludge, so that's going to increase their costs. And I'm disappointed in that. And I thank you all for raising your agreement with the disappointment in that.
And thank you, Randy, for explaining that. And a final note, just I encourage everyone to get out and vote tomorrow, exercise your right, and have a safe night doing it. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilwoman, let's go, Biak. Are you prepared to go, or I can come back to you at the end?
Would you kindly come back to me at the end?
Sure, no problem. Councilman Stoyl?
Nothing.
Councilwoman Nichols?
Yes. First Monday in December, our rec center at the fairgrounds opens up, and it is filling up quickly. The Saturday after Thanksgiving will be a highlight for the city of Dunkirk. Ryan Hall with the rec is planning the Small Business Saturday with vendors galore. In the Stearns Building, P&G, and NCCS. A new twist on things, our rec and youth department will be hosting a bake sale and delicious soups. And also Tom Plashewski's making his famous chili for sale. And I've been working with Ryan to bring back the collecting of new unwrapped toys during this event. There will be 2 drop-off sites, one at City Hall and the other at NCCS. All toys collected will be presented to rural ministries for them to distribute to families. Great news. When I talked to Ryan, he let me know that the soccer nets that were placed down on Pangolin Street were at no cost to the city or depleting any of CEAS funds. His contact with the Soccer Association, they made a huge donation for our youth for the city of Dunkirk. The only other thing I have is I just like Officer Chris there to give an update on alternate parking.
So alternate parking started yesterday and goes until April 6th. You now have to change your car daily. You didn't have to change yesterday because it was the 31st and 1st, so pay attention to that going forward. So today, being the 6th, you got to be on the even side. Tomorrow will be the odd side and so forth. So make sure you change your cars so that DPW can clear the roadways during the storms, and everybody will be safe. Thanks.
And to touch base with Marty with the leaf collection, please do not rake your leaves into the street. It does clog up our receivers, and if we should get snow, and a lot of rain before winter really hits us, it causes flooding because the receivers are plugged. Thank you.
Okay. So I'll go next. Councilman Lamani, you spoke to the questions I had for Randy, so I'm glad those are answered. And then I just want to talk to Captain real quick on the parking situation. I know we talked before the meeting. If you can do an assessment with the chief and see how that's coming down the road, and if in that one constituent, if you can touch base with him just to get a good feel for what's going on.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, thank you. Councilwoman Leskoviak.
Yeah, I wanted to let everyone know that there's an economic development meeting on the last of this year, Monday, November 13th at 4 in the Mayor's Conference Room. I invite all of the citizens are invited to see all of the outstanding programs we have out there and where their status is. And as far as the leaves, once the leaves are all down, according to Randy of DPW, they will be coming around the city with a vacuum. So that will be happening. If you could rake all of your leaves between the sidewalk and the curb. And please, everyone, go out and vote tomorrow. The polls are open from 6 to 9 p.m. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, unfinished business.
None, sir.
Pre-filed resolution number 65.
Intro number 1 to local law number 1, 2023, City of Dunkirk, New York, a local law modifying Article 15 of the Dunkirk City Code entitled Personnel Department.
Any discussion, council?
Yeah, the only thing I would just like to add, and I talked to Ann already on this, is if when there is a civil service test coming up for our employees within the city, if she could just let them know of such things happening and when they are, the civil service tests. Thank you, Ann.
Okay, good. Any other discussion? If not, clerk, call the roll.
Councilmember Leskoviak.
Aye.
Councilmember Mamanto.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Councilmember at-large Nichols.
Aye, carried.
Number 66, approval of 2018, 19, 2021, and 2022 annual action plan amendment for the City of Dunkirk's Community Development Block Grant Program.
Any discussion, council? Yes.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, I'm not sure everybody is aware, part of these action plans from CDBG now include a spray pad park in Washington Park. So those kids have a lot to look forward to come this next summer. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Vince, could you expand on this a little bit?
Sure thing, Councilman. First off, I would like to thank our CDBG administrator, Nicole Clift. She's put a lot of time, thought, and effort into looking to reprogram these funds that basically haven't been spent, and there is a timeliness test, and they kind of expire after a certain period. So what Nicole is working with our HUD office in Buffalo to basically reprogram it. So the first one is shown as the Crick Acquisition Rehab Resale Project, and it's basically taking two program years, fiscal year, program year 19 and 20, 40 and 30,000 respectively, and combining them into basically the same program so that they have enough critical mass of funds so that they can actually do one of these projects. Another one is the Wright Park Safe Access Walkways Project, which is basically reprogramming funds that have not been used from program year 19 for HOPE. Rehab and services project of $20,745 that were not spent, and reprogramming them to this safe walkway that will be used to purchase materials for the repair and replacement and creation of more paved walkways, and to add solar lights in Wright Park, which will make it more safe, and our crews will do the work. Fiscal year or program year 22, Dunkirk Senior Center improvements. There was some remaining funds from the senior center project after the window replacement and came in under budget. And we're just moving funds from program year 21 for the sidewalk repair and replacement program, basically to do something very similar with sidewalks around the pavilions and around the senior center, make it easier access there. And then finally, in program year 22, Nicole took funds from Adams Center renovations project that were never utilized, never accessed, $5,000, and program year 19 for COI, Chautauqua Opportunities Rental Assistance Program, that was part of CDBG coronavirus special funding, $24,554. COI said that they could not use that money for the project in a timely manner, so they turned it back over. And what Nicole has been working on is to do a project in the center of the park to fix the existing drinking fountain, along with updating electric to aid in the outdoor activities, and also, as Councilwoman Skoviak mentioned, to install a spray pad water feature in the center of the park.
Good, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Any other discussion, council? Okay, hearing none. Clerk, would you call the roll?
Councilmember Laskoviac.
Aye.
Councilmember Bamanto.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Councilmember at large D'Amico.
Aye, carried. So under new business, we're gonna have a walk-on?
Councilman, we have to go back to Resolution 65. We have to table that so that it can go for a public hearing.
Oh, yeah. Okay, back on 65, under pre-filed resolution. Can I
I
have
make a motion to table it.
motion to table pending a public hearing? There's a motion by Nichols and a second by Bomano. Clerk, call the roll.
Councilmember Laskoviac.
Aye.
Councilmember Bamanto.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Councilmember at large D'Amico.
Aye, carried. Okay, now under new business, we have walk-on resolution number 66-2023.
Correct. Resolution number 66, 2023, authorizing budget line modifications for fiscal year 2023. We need a motion to consider, sir?
Yep. So I need a motion to come off the table. Got a motion by Nichols, seconded by Bomano.
Councilmember Laskoviac.
Aye.
Councilmember Bamanto.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Councilmember at large D'Amico.
Aye, carried off the table. Now, council, is there any discussion on the walk-on resolution 66-2023?
Well, we have two resolutions 66, 2023. One was for the action plan amendment, and now this one with the budget line modification.
That should,
So it should be 67, yeah.
so this should.
So make a note, the walk-on should be 67-2023. Any other discussion, council? Okay, I'm going to need a motion.
So moved.
Proceed. I got a motion with Nichols. Do I have a second? Second by Bomano.
Councilmember Laskoviac.
Aye.
Councilmember Bamanto.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Councilmember at large D'Amico.
Aye, carried.
Yes, Councilmember D'Amico, relative to tabling the intro local law number 1-2023.
Yeah.
Could we set the time of the hearing at this point? Like
Sure.
5:20 on that date?
14th,
So our next meeting would be the 21st.
21st.
Yeah, so let's call it 5:15 on November 21st for a public hearing.
That'd be great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay, nothing else under new business? Okay, the second privilege of the floor is now open. Anyone like to speak?
There you go.
Hi, Tom Logan, 64 Greco Lane, Dunkirk. I've got a few items I want to bring up. There's no way that I can bring up everything that this city has abused me with over the last 4 years within 5 minutes. So I'm just going to hit a couple items. First one being, whoever the jerk is that reports to the Observer the material about me on the last 2 articles about me, put down that I complained about the water on my neighbor's shed. That is complete horseshit. That was never brought up. And then the second item is, I asked Mr. Stoyle to bring something up at the meeting for me, and he never did. And the third thing I want to bring up is the mayor has got to be aware that it's getting to the day when you're going to have to lie again and say how much you appreciate your veterans, because that's bullshit. And you can take it from me because I am a veteran.
Yeah. Mr. Logan, your language is out of order. We are not going to tolerate that in an open meeting.
What's that?
Please clean up your language or I'm going to shut you down for being out of order. I am not going to tolerate you swearing at an individual here.
Well, you know, you used to be a guard at the steel plant, and your nickname was what? Ossifer Sphincter. And you never even spoke to your fucking father.
All right,
so don't you go giving me any shit.
Captain, can you please, you're out of order, sir. Please remove him, officer.
Pull your revolver out and put the barrel right there and pull the motherfucking trigger.
Hey.
No, this is not right.
You're out of order, sir.
I have been abused so bad by this fucking city. The only hope you people have is a vote Kate in the office for her view on transparency and training for you son of bitches to hang up.
There you have it.
Dealing with dudes thinking is shoving hot butter up a wildcat's ass with a knitting needle.
Come on, Chris, get him out of here.
Time's up. Yes, sir. Thank you. Would anyone like to speak? Please, go ahead.
Trying to follow my language too.
I would appreciate that.
Promise.
Gary.
Gary Frederickson, 750 Deer Street, Dunkirk. I just had a couple comments I wanted to make. Saturday, I was out of town last week when they had the meeting at the high school for the DRI funding and projects, so I didn't see this until Saturday in the Observer, so forgive me for being a little bit late on that. About 3 months ago,
The hallway.
okay. I think it was about 3 months ago, I brought up an idea at this council of building a rec center that would benefit Dunkirk, Fredonia, Brockton, Silver Creek, all the communities around us, that would bring in probably thousands of people, at least on a daily basis, if not more than that one day, and would benefit people. I saw the list of projects that were, I guess, approved or at least put forward for that money. I was told at that time that money couldn't be used for a rec center. DRI money was not allowed to be used. I don't understand how that doesn't help to revitalize downtown if you're bringing in people from all over the community. And some of the projects just that I saw in there didn't make any sense. We're going to reopen Ada's Cafe, which I don't see how that benefits anybody downtown or brings any people into town that aren't already here. We have dozens of restaurants here already. Do we really need another one? And it just seemed like, and maybe it's just me, maybe I'm misreading that, but it seemed like all that money was going to private businesses that if they really wanted to remodernize and upgrade and do whatever, that should come out of money that they have. That's a private business that shouldn't come out of city funding. I don't think. I think they should be responsible to do whatever they want with their own facilities out of their money. I think it could be used for projects that actually would benefit downtown. I think the Adams Art Gallery for youth program, I think is a super idea. We need it here. Yes.
Yeah, I didn't mean to interrupt you. But I'm going to look at Vince, and I'm going to say, has anybody presented a program for a rec thing in this DRI?
Basically, you need a sponsor to bring it forward.
It has to be brought in by somebody that's going to kick in their money, as I understand it, and get reimbursed, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Now, is there grant money that we could find to do something like that? We get grant money for everything else, so how would we not be able to find it for?
I'm just telling you the rules of the DRI.
Okay.
That's the governor's rules, the state of New York's rules, not ours.
Okay.
Somebody has to present a program to that committee.
Okay.
And then they take it from there. Am I right, Vince?
Exactly, Councilman.
Okay.
And actually, Vince, to be clear, haven't you in the past between 2XL and other type of entities, haven't you been looking to kind of create something like this?
Exactly, and that's what Adams, and it looks like they're trying to team up with youth-type organizations to do some programming there.
All right. But, yeah, and I understand that. My thing with the rec center, my concept of it was something bigger than that, though. It's a full-service rec center. Have a daycare area for people that have kids that want to do a workout or want to swim or do whatever. They got a place to put their kids where they know where they are. They're safe there. Places where you can do those things. If you want to swim in the winter here, where do you go? There is nowhere.
High school pool.
Is it open now? Last I knew it wasn't open. I don't know if it is now or not.
I believe it is, and I believe the college is too.
Is it? Okay. But there's just some things that you can't do in the winter months unless you have an indoor facility to do them in.
Okay, so your time is coming up. I want to let also the Councilwoman Leskovic has a response.
I actually totally agree, and we do need that. We do need it in an area where the poorer kids can walk to and safe enough for everyone to park. I know Olean, who has the same amount of people that we do, the YMCA built one there out of their own YMCA funds, and I'd like to invite them over and see YMCA to see if they can do the same here.
That would be super.
And
Thank you.
I want to add to it. And I had talked to Vince before on that Remtronics that was on Brigham Road. That building would be big enough. There is ample parking, and if people had to come in on buses for schools and that, they could have utilized that. But unfortunately, we missed the call on that because I think there's a dance group that had, I don't know if they're renting it or if they purchased it. Okay. But I was talking to Vince on that before. And on the other note, the YMCA, we did have one here, and it went belly up by the plaza area.
Right. Plaza I used to go to.
And it was not utilized.
Right.
So, I mean, we tried that venture at one point.
Right. But I think things are different a little bit now than it was in the 70s around here. So, thank you, though.
Maybe. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments. Would anyone else like to speak in section? Yes, sir.
Mike Mletchko, 422 Swan Street. Well, the subject already came up earlier about the street lights. That's what I'm here about. When you went with the outside contractor, it's supposed to save the city money. Do you know how much per year is it saving the city?
Certainly, I believe it's, the projected number was supposed to be 250. They're way over 300,000 now.
Okay, when the outside contractor that you went with took over the street lights, there had to be a breaker put between every single street light in the main lines of Niagara Mohawk. What did that cost the city?
That costed the city approximately $100,000.
So your projected savings is less because you have to go through that problem. But now you got
the savings is annually 300 or more.
Yeah.
This was a one-time 100,000. By the way, that was demanded by National Grid. It's not regulated or mandated, but it was something that they demanded.
Right, because the lights, they don't take care of it anymore, and they don't want the lights to screw up their main transmission lines. That's why breakers had to be put in. But because of the money you're saving, is it worth it that you have all these lights out in the city of Dunkirk, which you never had that problem before?
Well, in my opinion, it is definitely worth it, Mr. Malechko. The city continues to save over $300,000. This project was actually used as a model statewide because of the efficiency. So, yes, in my opinion, it's definitely worth it.
But when all the street lights are out and they're not replaced, I'll give you another example. On the corner of Swan and 4th, where I live, earlier this year, National Grid had to put a new pole in. That pole had a street light on it. They put the new pole in, and because they had a street light on it, and you don't contract with them anymore, they took the street light with them. So we're even missing a street light on that pole.
Yep, all of that comes, these are growing pains. Again, the project is a good project for the city. As our DPW director mentioned earlier, we have over 1,600 lamps. Less than 10% of them are experiencing issues. We are looking into what the main issue is. But the bottom line here is that the city is saving a heck of a lot of money.
Well, I hope the street lights get fixed soon, because I knew when you were at National Grid, you didn't have this problem. A light went out, they went and fixed it, it was done.
No, when we were with National Grid, the city was paying over $1 million to National Grid, of which over $300,000 was for maintenance. So again, in my opinion, we are doing the right thing.
One other thing, they talked about the grant money that you're looking to try to get, revitalize Dunkirk and stuff. Did anybody ever look at the steps at the boardwalk that have been falling apart in probably the last 10 years to put money toward that?
Yes, we did look at that. As a matter of fact, I requested that that be proposed as well.
Okay. Thank you for the time.
You're welcome. Mr.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
Anyone else? While we're still in the public, second public portion section. Going once, going twice, 3 times. Public portion is now closed. Can I have a motion for adjournment? I got Stoyles with a second by Nichols.
Councilmember Leskoviac.
Aye.
Councilmember Bamanto. Aye. Councilmember Stoyl. Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Councilmember.
We are adjourned.